You're listening to Special Edition on Intercom Communications, hosted by Sue Henry.
MayDay Music Festival 2013. Fight.
The organizers of a local concert set for Memorial Day weekend hope to pay tribute to the troops while showcasing some of the area's top talent on a variety of stages. The MayDay Music Festival has been presented by Sector 1 Entertainment for 6 years, and the promoters are optimistic that the community will come out on Saturday, May 25th and Sunday, May 26th to Kirby Park in Wilkes-Barre. Performers will appear on 5 stages: the live stage, hip-hop stage, dubstep stage, house EDM stage, and drum and bass stage. All musicians are donating their time, and the event is family-friendly. The MayDay Festival will also feature a community arts and open mic pavilion with Gaslight Theater Company and the Wilkes-Barre YMCA. There's also a charitable mission behind the event. All donations collected will be given to the 109th Field Artillery in Kingston. Some of the bands slated to appear are Sue's,
Double agent, not always what you seem, tact and patience, never part of your scheme.
Solaris, and Betty Harlett.
You know I never once doubted its sight. Save me.
Rich Perry is vice president of Sector 1 Entertainment and the drum and bass stage manager. Rich, can you tell me a little bit about this MayDay event for people that may not know about it?
Basically, MayDay is a way for us local musicians to pretty much play in the park for a full day. The last 2 years, it's been 2 days. It is a charity event. The money that we get donated to us and all the proceeds go to the local 109th.
How did you come up with the event, and why did you decide that it should have money that is donated to local military?
It pretty much started because we just wanted to play in the park, and we thought the only way the city would allow us to rent the park out and to play for everybody would be to raise money for a charity, and we kind of just picked a charity. It was always a military theme to keep in spirit with the Memorial Day weekend, and we've been going for 6 years. This is our 6th year.
When you approached them to do this, when you approached the military and you said, listen, we want to do this event, did they jump right on board, and what kind of things have they done for you guys?
In the beginning, it was a national charity that we were donating to, but over the years, we kept it local, and now, like I said, it's going to the local 109th, which is a bunch of the units that are stationed at the Kingston Armory. But they donate the tents. They have the vehicles out there in the middle of the park. They try and always have people coming through, the uniformed soldiers, to walk around and show some and have a presence on the park.
The music community locally, Rich, can you talk a little bit about the involvement of people and what kind of music community we have here? I don't know if everybody knows how talented and dedicated a lot of our local musicians are, and also by looking at your lineup, the vast array of styles that people have.
I mean, as local original artists, it's pretty unfortunate that we don't get as much support from a lot of venue owners, managers. So the places that we can play, slim pickings. There's only a few venues that really support what we want to do. It is unfortunate, and this is why we're throwing our own event, to pretty much show them that, hey, we're original, we're creative, we're local, and we are professional, and we can do this for the community. So if we're here breaking our backs to bring a great event to the community, it's kind of like us showing them what we want to do, and hopefully they'll start booking us at their venues and allowing us to do our events the way that we want them done. And the reason we have so many stages is because we know that there's a lot of talented artists in our area and in our region. We have a lot of those people that you see booked and on the flyer aren't even from NEPA. We do have a lot of people from NEPA that are booked for MayDay, but we also have a lot of people from outside the area and even outside the state that really love us, they support us, and they're willing to travel, and they know they're not even getting paid for this. This is a charity event. We don't pay any artists.
That's Rich Perry, Vice President of Sector 1 Entertainment. Leesa Colon is committee secretary of Sector 1 and a stage manager for the live stage at the MayDay Festival.
I remember when I was younger and there was stuff around here to do before you were 21 years old. And as unfortunate as it sounds, you have to go to a bar to hear a band sometimes now. MayDay is a really, really good opportunity to be a parent and expose your kids to the music that you listen to, that they want to listen to, for these kids to see local talent somewhere that's not in a bar scene, outdoors, where there's plenty of stuff to do. It's an outreach to our community, but what's really, really nice is that the community responds back by helping. Our volunteers are all members of, they're all local, they're all from Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. They're coming out and they're supporting, whether it's donating raffle items, helping me set up the live stage, or helping a DJ set up, on a hip hop stage, whatever it is. And it really is bringing community absolutely together.
Can you talk about approaching some of these artists and bands to become part of this and their willingness to show up, and also maybe some of the folks that have been with you for a long time on this bill?
You know what? I can honestly say that we had an overpour of artists approach us. And it was such a huge response that we got this year that we opened up another stage. We opened up an open mic and community theater stage this year for that overflow of people. I know, speaking for myself, with my stage, it's almost difficult to book because there's too many people that want to be involved in it and not enough time.
Which stage do you have?
I have the live stage.
Okay, so you have groups and bands that want to do this. Can you talk about some of the groups and bands that will be on the stage on Saturday and Sunday?
Absolutely. There's some really great local bands. One of my favorites is the Woody Browns Project. Subnautics, that's their first appearance at MayDay. They'll be on in the afternoon. They're a really great bunch of local guys that are doing reggae. There's Sue's. They're a really great local rock band. Charles Severa, County Lines, Old Cabbage. There's a ton of bands that are new to MayDay, as well as some bands that we have back every single year. We like to keep a nice balance of both.
And of course, the tie-in with the armed forces. How important is that when you talk to the bands? Are any of your bands involved in the armed forces, or do they have families that are in it?
I do know some that have family members that are both deployed and have been deployed. I don't know of any band members that aren't necessarily in the military. I do know that one of Sector 1's DJs is currently deployed, Randy Conley. He's deployed with the 109th right now.
And there is a hip-hop artist. Her name is Tracy. She'll actually be on the Weekender cover next week. Not to spoil anything, but she is in the Army. And
as somebody who is local and would like to see things happen, I know that's our frustration sometimes, is people say there's just nothing going on, there's nothing to do. How has this come along in the last couple of years? Can you tell me where you started with this and where you are now?
The first event was thrown in, I think, 3 weeks. We started planning for this year's event directly after New Year's. So just to show you how much time we've put into it, first event to now. The first event had 4 stages at it. We're up to 6th stage and a 7th stage now. This year, brand new to the event, is an entire children's area. So we want families to know, bring your kids. There's plenty for them to do, right down to a bounce house and pony rides, and we have activities for kids all day long. So it's definitely grown and developed, both musically and, just stuff to do while you're there.
Is there an admission charge to the event?
Absolutely not. It's free. All we depend on are donations.
Okay, so when people come, you're looking for donations so you can pass those donations along.
Absolutely.
So all your expenses for this event are covered.
Lots of hard work.
Yeah.
Well, I know it means a lot to Rich as well, so I'll let him say something. But to me, it's huge. It literally takes up probably the majority of my year. And I know it's the same for everybody else in Sector 1. It's near and dear to my heart. We fight when we're throwing the event because we do spend so much time with each other, but I don't know what I would do without the event, and I don't know what our community would do without the event.
Like Leesa said, MayDay is thrown by our company, Sector 1, and it is a group of musicians and family members, and we fight like brothers and sisters, but we come together for MayDay because it's so great. I remember the first year there was no hip-hop stage, so we had hip-hop artists and bands on the same stage. And it was amazing for me because, like Leesa said before, there really isn't an outlet a lot of times for younger people to come and see the music and, you know, hear and experience the music. And I remember looking into the crowd, and I was performing for a bunch of little kids, and it was awesome because that's the kind of stuff that you see like in the city for like block parties and just festivals that are outdoors. And it was just great having the kids right there, just, you know, digging the music. And the one thing that we stress, and we make all the artists sign contracts knowing that this is 100% a community event, and they are not allowed to use any profane language. None of the music can have any profanity whatsoever. They can't talk about violent themes. Like, we stress to them that this is a complete kid-friendly environment because we want to promote it to all ages. And our biggest thing is saying, like, hey, if you're a professional artist, you should learn to censor yourself, and you can perform whatever material you want. It just has to be clean. If you're a DJ, make sure that your tracks are clean. And we make all of our artists sign these contracts so that they know what to expect. And we want the community to know that, hey, bring the kids. We tell the kids, go right up to the stage and just love and feel the music and dance. And you know that it's going to be safe and kid friendly.
Once again, the MayDay Music Festival takes place in Kirby Park on Saturday, May 25th and Sunday, May 26th from noon to dusk. The event is free, but donations will be collected and given to the 109th Field Artillery to support local military families. Learn more by visiting the website www.maydaymusicfest.com. You're listening to Special Edition on Intercom Communications.
Thanks for listening to Special Edition, a weekly look at the issues in the news and the personalities shaping the stories.